Well, good morning, my friends from the Purple Room. It is Friday. We have had such a fun week of learning about space. We learned about looking at the stars through a telescope. We learned about the planets. We learned about rocket ships and flying to space. And we learned about constellations and the stars and how they sometimes make up pictures. In some cultures, they look at the constellations and they read things into it, and it shows a lot of meaning. Our universe is amazing. Space is amazing. Our galaxy is amazing. Just as I pretty much think anything that has to do with science is amazing. So let's get going. Today, though, we are not going to talk about space. Isn't that crazy? So let's get down to business. Say hi to everyone. Make sure everyone is here. And we'll get down to business and get started on our day. All right. Is Remy here today? Is Jonathan here today? Oh, I love to see my friends. Is Cece here today? Is Caroline here today? Is Emmett here today? Oh, I love to see my friends. Is Aurelia here today? Is Charlie here today? Is Tilly here today? Oh, I love to be with my friends. Is Ruby here today? Is Zoe here today? Is Tommy here today? Oh, I love to see my friends. Is Harrison here today? Is Aiden here today? Is Jonah here today? Oh, I love to see my friends. Is Emerson here today? Is Eleanor here today? Is Augie here today? And I love to see my friend August. And is Noah here today? Oh my goodness. All right, let's get down to business. First, calendar. So yesterday, when we were together, it was Thursday, May 7th, 2020, and how crazy is our pattern? It goes blue, green, fuchsia, yellow, fuchsia? I wonder if it's going to be like, I don't know, orange? Maybe it's going to be turquoise over here. Who knows? Let's see what's going to happen. So if yesterday was Thursday, then today is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's Friday. All right, so it's Friday. And if yesterday was 7, today is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got it. It is 8. Let's see what color this is going to be. Huge surprise on this one. Oh, Julie and I do like to trick you. It's a yellow 8. So it goes blue, green, fuchsia, yellow, fuchsia, yellow. I wonder what's going to happen on Saturday. We'll just have to wait to find out. Okay, so this week we have been talking about space. And before we go to our another topic, I'm going to finish our chapter book that we have been reading about Mae Jemison. So we learned that she was the first African-American woman in space. That is amazing. So the last chapter, chapter 5, Life After Space. After flying into space, Mae decided to leave NASA and do other things. She became a college professor. That's a teacher in college. She started a company that brings technology and better medical care to people in poor countries. She also became an actress. When she appeared on the TV show Star Trek, The Next Generation, Star Trek was one of Mae's favorite TV shows when she was young. Getting Mae involved in science was also something, getting kids involved in science was also something Mae wanted to do. She started a camp for students who want to become scientists. The camp, called The Earth We Share, welcomes young scientists from all over the world. These campers get to do more than hike or sleep in a tent. They use their imaginations and plan amazing things, such as space missions to Mars. Most recently, May started the 100-year Starship project. This project's goal is to find a way to bring humans to another solar system within the next 100 years. A solar system is a group of planets that orbit around a star. When planets orbit around a star, the star is called a sun. A solar system is our solar system is very far away from any other solar system. Today, it would take us 70,000 years to travel to another solar system. That's a really long time. The 100-year Starship program will have to create everything from new kinds of energy to new kinds of filters that will keep air and water clean. A starship might need a garden for fresh fruits and vegetables, and things to help the astronauts survive on a new planet. Most of all, May wants to make sure that all kinds of people, not just Americans, and not just doctors, will have a chance to be involved. May always believed in following her dreams, and she never let people tell her she couldn't. She also refused to become any one thing, a scientist or an artist, a doctor or a dancer. May believed she could do anything, and she did. Now that you've met Mae Jemison, do you think you can do the same thing? Reach for the stars and more. How cool is that? Okay, so I love space. That was a really fun week of learning how people get to space, how people see space, how people study space, what they eat in space. Totally fun. But right now we need to switch gears. This is kind of weird. We have been home now for a long time. And I mean home, not school, not work. We have been home. We have been home with our families. And pretty much everyone's telling us we need to stay at home. But there are some people who don't get the chance to stay at home. And there are some people who have to go to work every single day because they keep us healthy. They keep things going for us. They bring medical attention to people. They save people's lives. And right now I'm talking about people at hospitals and people like the policemen and the people that work, the police officers and people who work in ambulances and firefighters who come in and help when people need help. Now these people come in knowing that the people that they're going to help could be really, really sick. So that's scary. And they say goodbye to their moms or dads or kids or wives or husbands in the morning or at night whenever they go into work, and they say, okay, I'll be back. And a lot of them come home, and before they even talk to anyone in their family, before they even say hi to their kids, they run to the shower right away and clean off their bodies to get all the germs off of them before they do it, which is a really, really, really big sacrifice. And it's a big sacrifice, and it's really brave of them to go in and treat people who are so sick. So right now, the city of Evanston, and if I had to guess, other places like Skokie and Chicago, maybe Lake Forest, will start doing something very similar. That we're going to start doing something that we decorate trees or windows of your house or your apartment to say thank you to our essential workers, those workers that go out there. And I have a friend whose husband, his job is to fix the ventilators at the hospital. So he's not a doctor, he's actually an engineer, and he sits there and he tinkers and he fixes it so that ventilators and drip machines, all the machines in the hospital still work. He's an essential worker. Those things need to happen. So we're going to thank all of these workers that put their lives in danger every day for us, to help us and to help people stay healthy. I know the city of Evanston is doing this, and like I said, I bet other places will be doing it too if they aren't already. But you can decorate stuff. So today, what I was going to do is I went through my recycling and got a few things, because one suggestion was to decorate trees. Now I know at Cherry Preschool there's a couple trees outside that if you want to decorate something and go and attach it to Cherry Preschool's tree, go for it. Just make sure that no one's around you when you do, so we keep our 6-foot distance. So what I did is I got a lid from a yogurt, it was yogurt or sour cream, and I got a little Pringles container, both out of the recycling. I cleaned them off. I put some cool ribbon on them, and I am going to decorate them and hang them outside my house so that when people who are going to work any time of the day and they're doing one of those essential jobs, they know that they're well loved. They know that we respect what they're doing. That's pretty brave of them. It shows them support, saying thank you for all that you do. We know that you're giving up so much to not be with your family, so you can go and help sick people and people get better and make sure that other people are taken care of. So you can decorate things. I used a Sharpie and made a heart, because I was raised by a nurse. I love people in the medical field. And my mom, she's now a full-time Nana. So she's not a nurse anymore, but she was a very cute little nurse when she was. Okay, so I found these really cool stickers too. And of course, because sparkles make everything better, I put some sparkles in my heart. So I'm gonna hang this from the branch of my tree. And when people come by and go to work, they're gonna say, oh my goodness, thank you. And they're gonna feel the love, because really what it comes down to is we are all in this together. We are all in the same place. We're all at home. We're all trying to figure this all out together. The other thing you can do is maybe you don't have a tree in your front yard. And of course, a doctor or a nurse won't see your backyard. If you have huge trees in your backyard, well, they won't see your backyard. So maybe you need to do something in the window. Or maybe you just don't want to put something in your tree, but your parents will let you decorate your window. So just get a piece of paper. You can make as many of these signs as you want, because again, it's showing the love and we are all in this together. So I'm gonna hang this in my wall too. And again, I just took markers, and I actually used old paper. So I'm recycling paper, and I wrote thank you with a heart. And I'm gonna put this in my window so when people drive by, they will totally know that we're loved. Do you guys know anyone who is out there and they come out and they go to work every day and they help? Do any of you guys want to be one of those professions when you get older? There are so many things that are possible. And who knows? And hopefully, since we're all in this together, we'll figure it out. But until then, say hi to people from a distance. Say thank you and a thumbs up if you see somebody. If you see like your mail carrier coming and bringing the mail to you and you're standing at the window, wave and smile at the mail carrier. They love it. And you know what? Mail carriers are pretty essential too, because they bring us our mail and they bring us stuff that we need in the mail. And they too see a lot of people and touch a lot of things. So on another note, since this is kind of a weird time, we might not get to see our families as much as we used to. And when I say our families, like our cousins or our grandparents, I know that this week we saw my niece and nephew, but we saw them from the sidewalk. It was really weird. We dropped off a birthday present. We actually had Hardigan's ice cream together, and we sat on the sidewalk while they sat on their front porch, and we all had Hardigan's ice cream together, but we never touched each other, and all I wanted to do was give my niece a hug. It was her birthday. And so life has kind of changed, but no matter how far people are apart from each other, or even if you live 3 blocks away from somebody in your family, you still can't be with them all the time, or maybe it's your best friend. So no matter how far, know that they love you and you are loved. I'm gonna read you guys one of my favorite books. It's called Your Moon, My Moon. And my mom actually gave this to my kids when we moved to Evanston, because now I live like 2,000 miles away from my mom and dad. And my kids live like 2,000 miles away from Nana and Poppy. And so they gave this as a gift to our kids when we moved here, so they could always remember that they are so, so loved. Okay. A snowflake falls where I live, then another, silent, soft, as light as your breath. 1, 2, 3. The sun is hot where you live. So far away, firefinches fly up in the trees, hoping for shade. You can count them, 4, 5, 6. See, and they live in different parts of the world. They look very, very different from each other. When you were little, I visited you and we read books, all the books, one after the other after the other. You loved the Freight Train book, even though you had never seen one in your whole life. Now, you like every single book about the moon. You love the moon. There is ice on the pond where I live, slippery, shiny, slick. If you were here, I would hold your hand and skate with you across the pond, the wind swirling wisps of snow around us. You would laugh. If I were where you live, we would swim in the gleaming lake where the fish eagle flies. We would build castles in the white sand and watch the monkey babies on their mothers' backs. Maybe one would steal your banana. I would laugh. Where you live, the dogs love you, Bossy and Whoops, who want the food you drop, and big old Tango with a sweet face, who lets you lean against him and comb his hair and kiss him. He protects you from all things. When you came to see me, my dogs loved you too. They followed you everywhere you went. Now, when they walk up my mountain road, their noses to the ground, they look for grouse and rabbits and deer. Mostly, they look for you because they miss you. In the morning where I live, the sun rises above the mountains, a shiny red ball that changes to yellow as I watch. Oh, that grandma's getting a suitcase packed. I wonder. On your hilltop above the lake, the sun drops at night and paints the sky and water and the dogs and your mama and papa red and pink and orange. And then you see your moon. Where I live, we sleep under quilts and wear woolly socks when it's cold. When I sleep, I dream about you. How you laugh when your mama sings. How you like to walk everywhere in your rubber boots. How you check the chicken house for eggs. Brody is your favorite hen. My pages are together. Where you live, you sleep under a netting like a royal child, safe from buzzing mosquitoes. Do you dream about me? Walking with my dogs? Do you remember the books I read you? The words falling around us like a blanket. Do you hear the songs I sang you when you were a baby? I sing the songs I sang to you every night. I sing them so I will remember you, hoping that you will remember me too, even though I am here and you are there. Every night, you look for your moon. Every night, I look for mine. Your moon is my moon too. Oh, look at those hugs. All right, you guys have homework this weekend. Maybe if you can, call your grandparents, tell them you love them. But really, maybe on Sunday, say thank you and give big hugs to your moms. Or dads, or both. But really, maybe a pedicure here and there, or some nails being done. Who knows? But have fun. You guys all have fabulous parents, and you guys all have a fabulous weekend. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. Love you all.